What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bear and the Lug Nut. Well, I really did it in on this one. Let's just put it this way. It involves the court system. So, you might be saying to yourself, Bear, what are you talking about? Even though it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, you see, I made a boo-boo. A big one. So big that I could potentially be facing jail time over it. You might be saying to yourself, Bear, what are you talking about? Get to the meat and potatoes of this story. You want the meat and potatoes of this story? Okay, here you go. Well, and if you see me looking around, it's because I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say here. But with this, it's big enough to where that I'm actually scared over it. Like whenever I was younger, I was not the best kid. Let's put it that way. But with this, like I've been locked up before, not big boy jail as I was told whenever I was younger. But with this, that's where I'm headed. If this goes south. Okay, I'm going to get to it. Remember whenever I told y'all that I had bought a condemned house? Yeah. That's where we're at right now. I don't know if y'all know this, but whenever you buy a house and it is considered condemned, it's a big deal, and the state takes it seriously. And I understand that with code enforcement and stuff like that, they're actually trying to do their job and make the community safer. Make sure that everybody that has a home, make sure that the liability, things whenever you hear code enforcement you don't think about. Like let's just say somebody walks into your home and is more of a Karen, let's put it that way. That's the best words I could use here. And let's just say they, walk up your steps fine. And then they do whatever they was wanting to do upstairs, whether it's use bathroom, etc. But if they walk up them fine and they walk back down them, and let's just say they slip and fall, right? And if you all hear that, that's my dog in the background because I'm talking. But they could literally, if they fall down your steps and they think that your steps is what caused it, they can literally call code enforcement. That's the first step into a big lawsuit. So whenever I say code enforcement actually helps, hold on a minute, guys. Joe, lay down, buddy. Or you want to be in the video? Come here, big guy. Well, guys, here's your moment of Joe. Really? Alrighty. I love you, big guy. Chugga chugga choo choo. Lay down. Okay, guys, sorry. My phone quit recording. Yes, I record all these videos on my phone. So, that's that. But anyways, with the code enforcement, they worry about liability. Because if everything in your house is up to code, nobody can sue you for nothing. That's the thing. But I'm very scared about this because I've never went through nothing like this. Believe it or not, I've never went through nothing like this. The only thing that I could say about this whole situation is, I kind of feel like this is the welcome to town. Here's your first major fuck up. Let's put it that way. I just think that everything happens for a reason. no good comes without bad type situation. But I am taking this extremely seriously. Of course, I could walk in there to court and be like, rah, 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 rah. Or I could walk in there and be like, hey, judge, this is what happened. Because right in the court summons, which I'm not going to put on screen because of, it's got a bunch of information on it. And I don't want to leak anything or anything like that. And there'll be another video coming whenever an outcome of this comes abroad. But, on the other hand, I could go into the court being like, all aggressive and like all pissed off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to handle this extremely professionally. I went into this extremely professionally, and that's what I got to keep. When, I'm trying to build something that, well, not only me, but me and Lugnut both, we're trying to build something that, creates generational wealth. The American dream, if you will. Because, me and Lug, we didn't come from money. I hate to tell you all that, but Bear and Lugnut did not come from money. And we have worked our tails off to get where we're at today. And I'll be the first to tell you, if it wasn't for Lugnut and Miss Lugnut, me and Mom, we are in a very troubling time right now. Let's put it that way. And with this house situation, I'm not going to hide what I paid for it. I paid $12,500. And that was with me selling the other house, the one before we moved out here. And I could make a whole different story on that, on the legal nightmare that was. If y'all want to see that, hit the like button, because I can really go into detail about that one and everything that happened. And Lugnut thought that the buyer of that house was a scammer, or me and Mom was going to get, royally screwed. But with code enforcement, I respect what they do. I have made videos that will probably never see the light of day. I was literally going ham on code enforcement. But Lugnut talked me out of releasing them. So, now listen. If you want to let Lugnut know about this, leave it in the comments below, okay? But, with everything being said, I could be facing jail time over all this. Because, even though I didn't know that the house had code violations, apparently West Virginia is a non-discretion state. Non-discretion means they don't have to disclose stuff like that to you. So, and the code enforcement said, hey, if you go to buy a house, you can have a code enforcement officer come out there and inspect it. That was news to me. I wasn't even thinking about it. Whenever I bought that house, I had the best intentions going into it. And because honestly, the house that me and Mom was living in, whenever we was still in Huntington, literally, that house, one code inspection would have came through and it would have been condemned as well. That's how bad that house was. Like I said, if you want that video, I can go into a full-length video on that ordeal. From selling it to the house conditions, everything. There was literally, wires coming out the walls like this. But anyways, I can get the whole ordeal about that. But I had the best intentions with me and Mom moving out here. I really did. I have the best intentions with everything that I do. But whenever me and my mom first moved out here, we got over there, it was late. I couldn't really see nothing. There was a hole in the floor. You could literally walk over to the border around the window, like the windowsill, and reach up and grab a piece off of it, like it was a Rice Krispies treat or something. And it would make the noise too. But that's neither here nor there. But anyways, what I'm getting at, and I've rambled for way too long probably said some stuff that Lugnut is going to text me about and be like, hey, bub, did you really say this? Like, hey, Bear, did you really say that? I'm going to have to be like, yeah, I said it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you off here. I've already wasted way too much of y'all's time. I'm sorry about that. But this is something that I needed to say. Like, I just hope that everything goes in my favor, because at the end of the day, my name is on that deed. So I'm going to have to be the one that steps up, takes responsibility for this. And if there's a lesson that you can learn from this, do your due diligence whenever buying a house, because a house, it can come with a lot of circumstances. But on that, guys, I just want to say thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And at the end of this, we're going to come out better and stronger and more wiser. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Please leave a comment down below if you want to see a full-length video on the house that we lived at in Huntington. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time.